What's up? What's up? What's up? We are live. We're doing some testing on the video and audio at this location to see how good it is. We want to see if this thing works, how it works, see if we got any signal. That's what we want to know. What's happening? Riggs, Stan, Lance, Brandon. What's going on, everybody? We out here testing the video and audio of this location, this new river. I I haven't been on this section of river, but day before yesterday, we came on it just to look at it, rode around. Tonight we didn't bring the Garmin. We took old Google Earth and Navionics and a little bit of daylight left and buzzed up the river here to make sure we got signal because we might fish this Saturday for muskrats. No electronics tournament, so I figured why bring them tonight? That'd be cheating. So we used old Google Earth and got out here, about 2 hours ago. We've already caught two. We caught a little flathead and a little small teener blue. So I figured why not go live? Sweet. Thanks, Stan and Lance. Loud and clear, loud and clear. Good. I like that. That's what I needed to know. So this most likely will be one of my spots this comes Saturday for muskrats, no electronics. So we're on our second spot. First spot, like I said, we sat there about 2 hours. Had four good takedowns. Two of them hooked up. Little small flathead, about 8, 9 pounds, and then a little 20, I think it was 21 pound blue, little small blue. So I say small, but that was only about 9 pounds shy of my PB. So what's up, Mark? Skull Rush. Yeah, so we wanted to test the live out, make sure the signal and the sound was pretty good. You might hear my little aerator in the background a little bit bubbling away. It's got some live brim and live goldfish back there in the tank. So we've been set up in this spot for about 10 minutes now. We got everything set up. Figure why not go live? That way it'll give me a true test and see if it works or not. Dead Sea Pirates, what's going on? JTC, Jeremy, what's up, buddy? We are actually on the Broad River, just beside Lake Monticello. The Lake Monticello Dam is to my left, well, to our left, about oh, about a quarter mile, and then we've got the main river channel of the Broad to our right, a couple 100 yards, and then a small shallow in between that we're kind of sitting up on. So we're gonna give this little hump a go, see what happens. So we figure we go do a little live. I haven't been live in about a week or two on my own channel. Of course, we got our show on Thursday nights over on Fields to Water, the bait shop. I need to put some regular content out. I hope everybody's enjoying their Wednesday night. Palmetto had a epic on earlier at 8, and they went about an hour and a half of the show. Great information from Tim, like usual, aka the professor, on the summer to fall transition. So I hope everybody tuned in. If you didn't, please jump over there and check that video, check that recorded live out at your earliest convenience. Great information for you. And then Chrissy and Ernie Brown went live a little bit ago, and they just ended theirs, and they had Daryl Trophy Seekers Outdoors on there raising some funds for one in the catfish community that's in need. Got some got a spouse having some surgery this Friday, and they couldn't quite afford to stay in a hotel while their spouse was getting surgery. So catfish community did like they always do, came together, raised some money. Old Daryl generously donated two Mad Catz rods that were given away, and then Bobcat, good old Bobcat, donated two hats that were given away tonight uh, as they were raising money. So, and I can toot a little bit. I got lucky, and my name was drawn for one of the Mad Catz. So I got a Mad Catz rod I'll be getting from Mr. Daryl here in a couple of days, hopefully. Fishing for Whiskers. What's up, buddy? Tiger. Tiger, we are on the broad, just on the main part of the broad, just below, just across from actually the Monticello Dam, right past the train trestle where it opens up to the main channel. But again, never been out here except for day before yesterday. Me and Nina come buzzed up through here and just checking stuff out. We fished for a little bit, caught two little small blues, just fishing around. But mainly going by Google Earth and Navionics. Navionics has a little bit mapped through here, but what I mean by little is maybe a half-mile stretch of this river is mapped on Navionics, so it's hit or miss with what you see. So come out today a little bit early so we can see a little bit. I know, Stan. I I I got my well, I can't say I got my favorites. Yeah, I do. I got my favorites. I'm hoping that James beats the Tennessee. Now the one kind of a toss up to Mississippi versus the Potomac. I got my homeboys on both sides there. Tennessee's I got some homeboys and homegirls on the Tennessee. Oop, got a little bump on my Uncle Lou to the left of me. We rocking 12 rods tonight. Got six out back that you can see, and then we got two on each side, and then two out the front. We just had a bump on my Uncle Lou on the left hand side. But all six of these rivers in this battle of the rivers, Brian B is put together, and it's going to be fun. Of course, the little old Cooper, us guys, we taking on the Ohio, and I like our chances. I just put it that way. I like our chances. Yeah, Tiger, I fished Monticello one time, and then I was looking this up on Navionics and Google Earth, and it's like, well, I gotta have somewhere to fish at least the first round of Muskrat's no electronics tournament, and I've never fished down here. Like I said, me and Nina come down here 2 nights ago. Just kind of buzzed around a little bit, checking things out, and we anchored up in two spots and caught two little blues. But again, using Google Earth, Navionics, and eyesight, that's how we fishing this stretch of the river. It'd be nice to have my Garmin with me. Oh, big takedown! Oh, big takedown! Hold on, in the rod. Come on. Yes, he's pulling drag. I can't get it out the rod. Hold right in the front. Come on, don't let go. Don't let go. Oh, did you let go? Did you let go? Trying to get the light on. Oh, did you let go? Did you let go? Oh, you better. Oh, you let go. Huge takedown. Sorry, y'all didn't get to see that out in the front of the boat. Oh, let me look at it. Definitely a catfish. See where he pulled scales on a big old brim head. Ripped my brim head all up. Ah, well, that was exciting. I couldn't even get it out the rod hole. All right, so now I got to cut a piece of bait. Get it back out there. Yeah, pulled the boat a little bit too. My fixed anchor. Come on, man. Get another bluegill head on him. Don't make you sick when you get a good bite. Then rips drag and it don't hook up. We get back to chat here in just a second. Get this rod back out. Had to have it up front of the boat and the rod holder just straight up and down, huh? All right, get it back in there. Well, that was exciting for a second. That's a good sign, though. Good sign. Again, that was a big takedown. Had my Gold Rush Mad Cats that I got from LG Bass, and it's all Mom Michelle out the front of the boat. And I mean, he bent it over almost halfway and ripping drag at it. Couldn't get it out the rod holder. Oh, it happens though. Good old circle hook didn't hook this time. I don't think it was a gar because I didn't hear no splash. Usually a gar, if they'll grab it like that and rip, they'll head straight for the surface and you'll hear them splashing. So, Don R, what's going on, buddy? I wish I could have seen that takedown. It was a good one, but it happens. Can't have angles everywhere. But we live. Maybe we'll catch one on the live. That's a good sign. I ain't been here 15 minutes, maybe. And already had a good takedown. Uncle Lou in the house. Uncle Lou, I just had a bump on one of your rods, on your medium over there. I need to back up off of it. I had a big takedown that rip and drag and then let go since I got the rod out the rod holder. So it happened. But yeah, we're on the river that ain't. Like I said, me and Nina fished 2 days ago, just checking it out and kind of eyeballed this spot. We're up on a little hump. We're about 8 to 10 feet of water where we're at, and it drops off to about 15, and then a little bit further back drops off to about 25 through the river here. Got the main channel to our right, and we got the let off from the dam to our left. So it's kind of like a little hump between the two pinch points. I'm hoping to swing through here. Again, we went with Google Earth, somewhat Navionics, and eyesight, and tried to pick a couple spots and doing live tonight just to make sure the signal's good and it'll hold up for Saturday's no electronics tournament. Didn't bring the Garmin the other night with me and Nina. We kind of mapped it out and just used eyesight and lights. And then same thing with the night. Use Google Earth. Pull up Navionics on the phone while I was buzzing around just to be safe. But again, Navionics don't really have much of this river. Oh, there's a bump. There's a bump. Oh, right, there it goes. There it goes. Take that. Come on. Ah! I know y'all had to see that takedown. He pulled it and let go. Oh, boy, it's gonna be one of them nights. I can see it already. Oh, he ripped every bit of my bait. Well, let's get another piece of bait out. Look at the cork. Oh, now that one might have been a gar. Look at the cork. Cork pinched pretty good right there. That could have been a gar. But I don't know. We going. Here, come here. Feisty little bluegill right here. Get one. We're gonna put a little live bluegill on this one. That's 3 takedowns in the first 15 minutes and no hookup. Offset circle hook, so I should have hooked him right away if you let go. But, I think that one might have been a gar. On my cook was already like that, but you can see we got a little bluegill going on here now. We'll get it back out there and hopefully wherever we got it comes back. So at least we got some action on the live this time. Last time I went live, I don't think we got one bump the whole live. And that's a good thing. That's good. Some action somewhat. All right, get back over here and get back to the chat. It's exciting. We just need fish to get caught now. Tired of this takedowns, no hookups. We need to get some hookups. Terry Stanfield, what's going on? Yeah, it could have been a flathead too, Mark. It was a good takedown. But these little flatheads here are pretty finicky. They'll actually bite almost like a channel cat. They'll bump, 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 and then they'll rip it almost like a blue. So it could have been a flathead or it could have been a gar. Like I said, the cigar float, my little peg float, has a big old indentation on the top end of it. So it could have been a flathead that bent it too. Never know. He didn't hook up, so we won't know. But we having a good time. Like I said, 3 bites in the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes of being live. I'm liking the odds of catching something. But it ain't always about catching us. Nothing else is showing me that the fish are in here. So maybe Saturday they'll want to take the hook, take the bait and eat and get the hook. But we'll see. Anyway, we got a variety of rods out here tonight. We got, of course, I got my 2 medium rod Uncle Lou's. One of them's right there. The other one's right here off the screen. I got 2 Mad Cats right there and right there. And then I got a Tangleman Cats over there. And then, well, turn the light on where you can see. Might help out, right? And then these two right here, that one and that one, that's the F.O.A. double Y 5-footer and the F.O.A. double Y 6-footer. So, and then I've got another Mad Cats over here, another medium heavy Uncle Lou. And then I've got these 2 green 5.5-foot saltwater uh, rods, just kind of suspended. Well, they ain't quite suspended. They're on the bottom, right off to the sides here. But we're running 12 rods, and hopefully we get us fish here in a minute. So the big lights on when we need them. Yeah, I think most of the hooks I got on tonight are 8-aught. I think they're Team Catfish hooks on here tonight. I'm gonna have to wanting to get me a couple sets of the Minotaur hooks and try those out, but I don't know. And a bump to my left. He ain't take it though. That felt like a channel cat. And that was a big bait. He probably can't get it in his mouth. Wide gap, whisker seekers, hybrids, more and more. I might have to take a look at that. Whew. And the bugs are coming because I got the blue lights on. I might have to swap up the lights till we get a bite. Let's see. Let's flip around, put the old red lights on. Jump over to Mark's favorite with the red light district. There we go. Let's see, that's my red. Red good. We'll put the red and the yellow on. Well, the red and the amber. That's a good combination. I like those two colors together. But we got the big light. When we hopefully hook up with something, I can just put the big light on and be able to see it better. No, Terry, they just the regular old they're offset circle hook, the offset circle hooks. I really didn't care for the double action ones that much. I think that's what these are. These might be they might be Gamakatsu circles, octopus offset circles, something like that. I can't remember. I mix and match my hooks so much I couldn't tell you what's on half of them. I needed to start making rigs with certain hooks and certain setups. That way I know what's on them. So if I get a better hookup ratio, know what's working and what's not. But little old Freddy, I just grab a couple hooks out the box and a couple lines out the box and a little bit of everything out the box and just start throwing it together. So pretty much all of them are mixed matches. I got peg floats and inline rattles and demon dragons and some other kind of spooks, and then you got the Mad Cats spooks. It's just a mix of everything. I know, Mark. Woohoo! The red light. Figured that'd be your kind of style right here with the red lights. I put that yellow on because it kind of gives a little amber to it too, but you can't really tell it with the camera too much. So we'll just flip them down to the red for now. Now, what I'd like to have is a little bit. I I need to get my running light a little bit duller because it's mighty bright. I got a piece of white tape in the front of it, so it ain't quite as bright, but for the camera. But I need to get me a shorty so when I'm anchored up, I can just put the shorty out and only put the long one out whenever I'm running. You won't tell if I won't tell. That's right, Lance. We're in the red light district. Oh, Stan, I know. I know. You're running out a lot of different things lately, Stan. Oh, where's my light? F.O.A. rod, Abbott. Yep, sure do. I got both of my F.O.A. double Y rods. You got the 5 footers right there and the 6 footers right there. Both of them are medium action, well, medium power, moderate to fast action on them. And if you watched over the past week, a couple of my testers have used them live and or made videos. J Dogs caught a couple fish live using them. I think he let Chris catch one and Chad catch the other one on his F.O.A. test rods. And getting a bump on my Uncle Lou over here on the left. Still there. Let's flip the light on. Oh yeah, fish on, y'all, fish on. There we go. Hope y'all can see that. Good old action of the Uncle Lou rod. A little pull to it. I don't think it's huge. Oh, that'll be a little splash. See what we got here. Oh, what we got here. Come here. Oh, little flatty in the boat. Come here, little fella. Or as Creole calls it, yellow cat. Let me turn this light off so it don't blind you. Little small one. Pretty little fella. Get him up here where y'all can see him a little better. Nice. Let him go. Let him go. Let him grow. Come here, little guy. Oh, and he's off. All right. He caught fish on the line. He came on brown head. Let me check this head out. See if it's still good. See if it's just a little bit. I don't know. Kind of tore that head up. Looking through the back for it. Looking through the eyes like I had it. Give a little more time on this. Get back out. We'll get back to the F.O.A. rods here in just a minute, Abby. All right. Nice. Hung up on this bottom. Kind of funny. Anyway, there we go. Fishing the boat. Little flathead. Get the lights back on. Get set back up. And check out the chat and try to catch up. That's good to know there, Dead Sea. I've been thinking about getting me a couple sets of those Minotaur hooks. I've heard lots of good stuff about them. So back to the F.O.A. rods. Yep, I have done some two rods. There's been some testing done. Two stands fishing. Got to give a shout out to stand 2 and stand 3. They did some testing on it. Old stand 3 put together a video over this past weekend where he on the video he showed two really nice fish, a 40, I think it's 41 incher and a 46 and 3/4, right at 47 inches. If you calculate that, that's a high 40s, maybe low 50s, and a 60th pounder. So they definitely hold up for the testing so far. Loving it. Let's see. Appreciate it, JTC. Yeah, I'm super proud of the rods, of the sample rods and how they came out and how they're performing so far. Be nice to catch one on the live with one of my rods. But I've enjoyed it enjoyed it so far in my test group. They have been brutally honest. There's only been one little thing that I need to get done to these rods, and the funny thing is, the only thing they've complained about is it needs a hook keeper. Right now, the test rods don't have a little hook keeper on it, but we've got a solution for that. The tests continue to go good this week, and through the weekend, we'll make our first big purchase come early next week, and hopefully have them a few short months after that. Yes, Avid, the F.O.A. I is a new rod series designed by myself and with a little help from the wife. And I also got to give a shout out to Uncle Lou. He was a tremendous help with me getting through this process and getting us going. So huge shout out to Uncle Lou. I don't know more. I like fishing the rivers just because I can anchor up, and if there's a little bit of current, I can just sit here all day in one spot and wait on the fish. I like river fishing, but I do love my lake fishing because I can drag baits all day long too, and I like dragging because I ain't sitting in one spot. It Keeps me more active that way. Let me try to catch back up now. Edward the Trash Talk, what's going on? Doing great. We caught a little flatty a few minutes ago on the live, so I'm happy that we caught something on the live. Indiana Chris, let's see, we've been live for 30 minutes. I've had about 4 takedowns. I had one monster takedown and he let it go about the time I got it out the rod holder. Had another good takedown that didn't hook up, and then, like I said, a few minutes ago, just caught a little small flatty, probably 4 or 5 pounds, something like that. Ain't no biggin'. Well, Jeremy, all my test rods are out, and if everything works out, like I said, through this weekend, get the last little feedback from my guys and girls and kids, get my last little feedback, and then if everything goes well, we'll make our first big purchase on Monday. That's right. As Stan 3 says, it's not the size of the rod, it's how you use it. And he proved that we're catching that 47 incher the other day on his video. So calculating, and we didn't get the girth on it, but rough estimate that fish was probably 62 to 64 pounds would be my safe guess on the way to that. Appreciate it, Edward. You subscribe to me. I appreciate it. Avid, you prefer a heavy action? Well, right now these are going to start out with just the medium power, moderate to fast action. So it's got a good sensitive tip, uh, but it's got a huge backbone in it. Tests have proven so far that it'll handle some big fish easily. Um, Now these rods, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you'll see me posting some videos, probably starting next week, going into details about the rods, some ways you can that the testers have used them, things like that. These rods are not your typical big catfishing rods made out of S-glass composite. These are actually carbon fiber with a composite resin inside of it. So you can do your research on carbon fiber. Uh, it made for a smaller rod, a thinner rod. As far as the diameter rod, it's comparable to like the ugly stick as far as thickness. So it's a lot thinner rod than your typical catfishing rod. But being carbon fiber, it has the backbone of the S class, pretty much, the strength of it. So they are amazing so far. I'll just say that to me. Edward Trash Chucker, I will have to check your channel out, bud, and I'll definitely hook set you back so I can watch you go live and watch your videos as well. I've been kind of slacking on my lives, my videos past couple weeks, as you pretty understandable, trying to get this rod stuff going, but it's been a process, but I've loved every minute of it. Stressful at times, but it's been a blast, been exciting, and hopefully in a few short months I'll have F.O.A. double Y rod series in stock and ready to sell. Hopefully in time for Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's the goal anyway. The goal is to have them in before Thanksgiving so we can get them out there for Christmas. Yes, I seen the big fish you caught there stand on that 4-way rod. Yeah, I'm really impressed. They're rated up to 8 ounces of weight, but suspending, these guys have been using 6 and 8 ounces suspended, and you can barely see a bend in the rod with the max of 8 ounces. We put a rating of 10 to 40 pound test on it, but some people are still going to use 50, 60. Will it handle it? Yep. I have no doubt in my mind it'll handle more. They'll one of my videos next in the next 2 weeks. You'll see some hanging tests of just hanging weights, different size weights. I kind of took a playbook out of Clearview Skip's video he did with the hanging weights and did the little bounce test with different weights. We did something similar to that, but then one of my testers actually hung one of the F.O.A. rods off the back of the boat and put quite a bit of weight on it. And let's just say my tester was hugely impressed of how it did. Ed, we are on the Broad River in South Carolina. To my right is the main channel of the Broad. To my left is Lake Monticello's dam, which is eighth of a mile, quarter mile to my left. So we got a slight bit of current, maybe a 0.25 coming from it. And the river's actually not flowing too much, so probably another 0.25 on that side. So we got a slight current coming from each side, and we're sitting up on a little hump, about 10. We're sitting in about 8 to 10 foot. Got the rods casted anywhere between 15 and 25 foot, just spread out. So we got 6 rods out the back of the boat, which you're looking at through the camera. We've got 4 rods out to the side, and then 2 rods angled up toward the front, out the front of the boat. So running 12 rods tonight, and we're anchored up, so I'm not worried about that portion of it. I think every rod's got 3 or 4 ounces on it, so plenty of weight to hold this little bit of current. And we've got some Carolina rigs. Got about half of them rigged up with Carolina rigs, and the other half have Santee rigs on them. So got a little bit of everything. As far as bait for tonight, we're using live brim, cut brim, and live goldfish. Tiger, I'm hoping to get the rods and the river winds, being that it's, my part of my family owns it. I'm hoping we'll get them in river winds, but uh, I've been talking to them a little bit. So we'll see once we get them in if they're interested enough to put them in there. Pigskin Pete lives in South Carolina around Charleston. Well, that means he's down toward Palmetto Cats' area down that way. They got a couple other YouTubers that live down toward the coast down that way. You got Jeremy Tournament Cats is down that way. Swamp Donkey Cat fishing. Laura the Explorers up in the Myrtle Beach area, and then you've got the Carolina Real Streamers, and then of course Palmetto Cats. Let me think. Who else? There's a couple more. Uh, Mike Costello's down that way. Mike Costello Outdoors. So we got a handful of YouTubers down that way. Got a couple in the middle of the state. You got TX Tiger and Sogo and Blue Dog Fishing, Junior Proctor, and there's a couple more in the middle of the state. Then you got myself and Mark from Whisker Pig fishing up in the upstate. Actually, Whisker Pig fishing. Mark lives right down the road from me. We fish a lot of the same waters. So, what's up, Mac? Mac Fishing, one of the Potomac's great bank anglers. Yeah, I said it, Mac. Think you're one of the great bank anglers from the Potomac, buddy. Edward, you got 134, so you're getting there, bud. It's a process. I've been at this YouTube thing for, let's see, right at a year now, and I'm at 360, 370, somewhere around there. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. If I do more lives and more videos, I'm sure my hook set subscriber count will be up a good bit higher. I'm in no rush to get it there. It'll get there when it needs to get there. Yep, Daddy Duck, Swamp Fox. Yeah, there's a handful I forget too there, Tiger. No, only got 130 Mac. We need to get you going too. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to that 500 by the end of the year. That was my goal when I started this last year, was by the following end of the year be at 500. So almost there, three something. Got a couple months to go. When it's a new exciting F.O.A. double wide rods coming out, I got a good feeling that it's gonna give me some traction. Be on the lookout. We should be doing our getting our Facebook page for the F.O.A. Customs and Gear up and running here shortly. Probably in the next week or two. Got to sit down and finish getting everything together and get that done. So we'll have an official Facebook page. We'll get us an official email account just for the rods instead of using my personal / wood burning one of I am Pooh Bear. We'll get us a real business email. I know, Mac. That's me. I've been on this tournament craze the past probably 2.5, 3 months. I've done I think 6 local tournaments in the area the past 3 months. And then I think been in 2 live tournaments on top of that. So I love tournaments though. And I love these I'm enjoying these in-person tournaments, to be honest. I love my live tournaments because we get to talk, chit chat, and hang out and fish against other anglers and other bodies of water and states and stuff. But these in-person tournaments have kind of got me hooked lately. I was actually thinking about driving up to Kerr Lake this weekend because they're having a big flathead only tournament on Kerr Lake this weekend. Was gonna go up there, but slid into the Rogers online tournament, so that's this Saturday as well. So I'm gonna end up staying right here and fishing it instead. It saved me a little money, so I ain't gonna complain about that. I think the wife will be happy that I ain't spending $120 entry fee and spending probably another 150 in gas. So she's gonna be happy that I didn't spend $270 to $300 of her money that she made. Santee Lakes Catfishing Club tournaments. I might, Jeremy. I might. I'll get with you and find out when y'all series starts up because you got the Southeast Catfishing Club. It fishes a lot of the lakes in the upstate that I'm most likely going to join here soon. And you got the Tri Lakes Catfishing Club. It's fishes a good bit in the upstate as well. There's a lot of fishing clubs. You shut up, you big dummy. Brian B. I know you used the word I used on Nina the other night. I see it. Yep, and Mac's been doing the catfishing carp stand day challenge every Sunday pretty much. It starts September 17th and it's a night tournament. Ooh, let me look at my calendar, Jeremy, and I'll get with you. I'm kind of liking well, I'll get with you, ask you some questions because the Southeast and the Tri Lakes, they're using one boat launch for registration and checking in and doing weigh-ins, but you don't have to launch there. You can trailer your boat to another launch within that lake or within their boundaries. for the tournament. And with this little old 4.5, 5 horsepower motor I got, I can't go far, so it's easier if I can trailer. So if they do that, we might have something going on. Yeah, I know. Southeast Club is a huge one. I know Two Stands. He told me to poo. Well, I know my name's Pooh Bear, but he told me to poo my face. Santee Lakes is once a month. Yeah, most of these other ones are once a month too, but I'm trying to look at all of them scheduled to make sure they ain't all scheduled for the same weekend because I'd like to fish about two live tournaments a month. As long as my Nina can afford to pay my entry fees or until I get me a sponsor to pay my entry fees. Right now, a good old my lovely, wonderful wife Nina's kayak cruise, basically working one shift at the hospital extra every pay period, and gives me that so I can have my tourney and play money. So I got a good one. Oh, you can trailer anywhere. So yep, that might be another one I'll definitely look into, Jeremy. Definitely look into it. Oh, I made a mistake and auto word type poo instead of shut the other day, and I ain't living it down now. Yeah, let's not worry about getting me no OnlyFans page. I'm already in the doghouse half the time, Brian. Well, bike kind of slowed down for us. We had those four hits and that one little flatty right off the bat, and now it's been pretty dead ever since. Would do the good old 5 turns here in a minute. See if they can't spark a little interest and get another group. Then again, like I said, I'm sitting up on top of this hump, so they're traveling in and out. So might just be waiting on the next batch of them to come through. But yeah, we're gonna probably fish this another. Oh, we'll probably get another about 45 minutes, and then I'll probably shut the live down because I'm gonna head back to the ramp. I'm gonna stop one more spot for a few minutes on the way back to the ramp and check it out, and then call it a night. Got to get up early in the morning to take my daughter Lana to work, and then I got to get my son Trey up and get him on it, logged into his online school. So my mornings are pretty busy right now, so I don't want to be out too late. Turn too many lights on today. Well, we had the blue lights and the bugs came, but let's see. We'll put back the blue. Let's see. See if they like blue better. All right, we went back to the blue lights. Maybe they like the blue light better over here on the hill. Bug, I don't see the bugs. So I don't see the mayflies and the gnats and bugs. So we might be all right for a little bit. But I know usually when I turn these blue lights on, they start coming around, and then the bats start come flying around and hit your lines, makes you think you got a bite half the time. We could always turn the lights off. Well, we could swap over to the amber color, which is the yellow. I don't know what it looks like in the camera. Let's see. That's with just the, oh, that's the red. That's the amber. It's not too bright as you can see. And there's the purple light, which you can't hardly see at all. It's just for running and playing. So we could flip them all on, look like a UFO on the water. I did that when I was coming up the river when it started getting dark a while ago. Turn them all on, just cause I don't got my Garmin with me, and like I said, Navionics ain't that great because most of this ain't mapped. So I have my headlights on, my two spotlights on the side, and all my color lights on. Ain't nobody else on the river, but I'm sure if they would have been, they'd be like, "Wow, what is that?" What's up, Daryl? I know I'm missing a rod, Daryl. Why ain't it here yet? No, I appreciate what you've done. I'm sure the whole community appreciates what you've done, Daryl, donating us two rods uh, for a member of the community that's in need. I know Chrissy and Ernie still have their PayPal. If you got something you can donate. Again, we got a member of the catfish community that their wife's going to have some major surgery Friday, and it's not so close to the house, so he's going to have to get a hotel, be able to afford food and stuff, and money's tight for him right now, so he couldn't really afford it. So Ernie and Chrissy and Daryl and quite a few others jumped in and did a live a little bit earlier and raised some funds. So now he can get him a hotel room, have him a couple of nice meals while his wife goes through her surgery. I don't know the name of who it is, but if Daryl and Chrissy and Ernie tell me it's somebody that's in need, I was glad to help out. So, and then on top of that, I want Daryl donated two Mad Cats rods, and everybody donated $10 or more. Got put in a hat for that, and oh, Creole won the first one, and I got lucky and won the second. And then Bobcat donated two hats that two two members won as well. But yeah, so and I've been wanting the blue ghost that I won, so it'll go right beside my white ghost on the boat. Once I get it, I've got a I've actually got a Piscofun Chaos 50 with its name on it, waiting on it to get here already. So that's right. Bobcat helped, Daryl helped, and of course Chrissy and Ernie. They went live yesterday, I believe, and started raising a little bit, and then they went live again tonight. And again, with the help of Daryl and Bobcat donating what they did, I'm sure that helped get the donations up. Safe to say that uh, the member who needs it has got the money that where he can stay in a hotel close to the hospital, be with his wife while she goes through her surgery and stuff, and not have to worry about the hotel bill and things like that, and be able to get some food while they're there. So nice, Mac. Yep, I got the white ghost, but I don't have the blue. So I was wanting the blue, and well, the F.O.A. rods came more important than get me another rod at this point. So that kind of got put on the back burner, but luckily now I got one gonna be coming to me. Well, Daryl, maybe you left some good juju on it, and I can get it, and I can catch a new PB on it since my PB ain't but 29 and some change. I need to get in that 30-pound club, and then that 40, and then that 50, which I got a feeling it's gonna happen here very soon. All right, Ed, appreciate you coming in, appreciate the hook set or subscription or whatever we want to call it these days. And I will definitely, when I get out of here and get a chance to look at your channel, check it out. and do you the same favor, and hopefully be able to catch you live this weekend. I love my white ghost, Don. Now the blue ghost, I don't know. Daryl, is that a medium or a medium heavy? I'm sure it's a medium heavy. Oh, 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 there's a takedown. There it is right there. Nope, take it, take it. Oh, you let it go. You got to be kidding me. I know y'all had to see that takedown. Come on back for it. Come on back. Oh, hope y'all got to see that takedown anyway. That was a good hit. That was a good hit on it. That's the fourth time that's happened. 4 out of 5 hits like that or better, and only hooked up once. So I know, Lance. I could have probably jumped up and reeled down on it and made that circle hook in better. But lately, I've been, I guess I want to say, lazy. I've been sitting here waiting for the takedown and start pulling drag. Now I slowly get up and go to it. That could be why I'm missing some fish. I think that's the one we put the brim on a while ago. So I'll have to reel that one back in and check it here in a few minutes. We'll leave it out there a couple more minutes. Yeah, I wish I would have been able to see the takedown off the off my gold rush off the front of the boat when we first started. I mean, it had it bent 3/4 of the way over and was ripping drag off of it. And then about the time I couldn't hardly get it out the rod hole. And finally, when I did, took about 2 turns, it let go. That was a big takedown earlier. So, hey, Lance, it ain't nothing but to do it, bud. You either go or you don't go. That's the way I look at it. Like I said, I needed to get out here, and the whole point of coming out here was just mainly checking the signal. Wanted to check a couple spots, see if there were fish in here. Well, I've had a couple good takedowns. Caught one little flatty on the live. I caught a flatty about the same size down the river a little bit where I first stopped at, and a little, I think it was 20, 21 pound blue. Yeah, we got a little current coming off the main channel. Got a little bit of trash coming down. A little log just floated by. As long as it don't get in the lines, I'll be all right. That ain't a fast current, so I ain't worried about it too much. All right, everybody, you take it easy. Again, as soon as I get out here, I'll look you up, and I'll do you the same favor. I'll give you a hook set. You check your channel out, and I hope we'll get to catch you live this weekend. This old part of the river's pretty funny though, because they're not really letting nothing off at the dam right now. Well, they were a little bit ago, letting a little bit out, but I think I hear the turbines on, and I think they're pulling into the dam right now from the lower end because the current's going up toward the dam a little bit, and you got the current coming down from the river a little bit, so kind of like got a side current going on. There you go, Tiger. I appreciate it. If y'all get a chance, jump over to Edward's channel, check him out. If you like what you see, make sure you give him a hook set. Lots of great channels in here tonight. We got 20 amazing people hanging out with me on a Wednesday night while I test audio and video. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Hey, at least I got to show you a fish on the live this time. The last two I caught fish before the live and after the live, and not during the live. So and we got to see a couple takedowns. So, see, I think it is the blue. They like the bluebird. We've had more hits on the blue light than we had the red. So sorry, Mark. These fish right here don't like the red light. We'll give it another, oh, 3, 4 minutes, and then we'll reel that one that had that takedown in, take that brim out. I'm sure he's probably dead. If he ain't, I'm sure he's got a headache. We'll give it a few more minutes just in case that fish comes back and then pull him off the hook. We're gonna have to flip back to the red here in a minute though, because I see the bugs starting to pick back up. I see the bats starting to fly around now too. So that's the cool thing about having all these lights. There she is. Pontoon Jody's in the house. What's going on, Jody? We just hanging out, testing signal for Saturday, Jody. Only bad thing is this is about an hour and a half from the house. You know, Muskrat's tournament starts at 7 a.m. Saturday morning, so that means I gotta leave the house about get on the water and get up to these spots. Gotta leave the house about 4:30, 4:45 to get up here and get set up on whatever spot I'm gonna go fish at first. So gonna be interesting. Be a long morning. Been pretty quiet. Let me go ahead and get these other rods, get a good old 4 or 5 turns, and then reel that one that had that takedown up. Check the bait on it, and we'll be right back with y'all here in just a minute. Couple rocks back. These other ones bumped up a little bit. Really check it, see if it got that brim or not. Probably did. No, it's probably did brim. So, I don't know. Oh, nope. Know what that was? No, it wasn't a catfish. No, the lines all toward it's over here, so I can't figure out. Uh-huh. Take it real quick. Hold up. You know, hold up. Take down. Fishing on credit. Let's see what we want to put on now. Big old salty on it. So, red, black salty on it. Let him do swimming around. Gotta change this rig out on this one. Like I said, that takedown was a guard. I can tell you right now, the line is all eat up. That line is all eat up on that rig. So we're gonna pull it off, put a new rig on here real quick. So made up. I can get it out. You got my little hold over on the side. Come on, come on now. Sometimes I feel like I pack way too much on this boat for a little on me. All right, we got a new rig. Get that thrown on there. We got a couple more bluegill in the tank, so let's grab another. If I can get a hold of one. Big one. I don't want the big ones. I want one of these small ones. You gonna go on that in? Another big old black, another big old salty I'm gonna put on here. Salty, a little bit, little shot. Right over there. We got some live baits out there on those. Pop back down here, see what's going on in the chat. See if we can get some bite. Oh no. Dead Sea you fished about 4 hours, got turtle. Well, luckily I ain't caught no turtle. I did catch, like I said, for the night altogether, that's 2 flatheads and a little 20 pound. We'll just call him 20. I think it was 21 and some change, but we'll just say 20. I think that's what it was. It might have been a high tenor. I can pull my scale up. Let me pull my scale and see what they actually weigh. Oh, my bad. He was 18.2. A little fatty. He was big old fat belly on him. What's going on, KMB? We are at hour and 9 minutes. We'll give it about 20 more minutes or so. Then we'll wrap this good old live up and get these rods reeled in. And like I said, I'm gonna head back toward the ramp. Stopped one more spot for a few minutes on the way back. Main reason for this live was to check signal, check audio, make sure it will work for this weekend. It seems to be holding up pretty good. G-style fishing, what's going on? People keep coming in. We got 22 in the house now. On a Wednesday night. Well, actually, what is it? Thursday morning now. I've been catching a lot of flatheads lately, though. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been fun. I've been enjoying kind of targeting the flatheads. We having a good night. Little bit of breeze coming through. Hopefully that ain't affecting the audio too bad. Like I said, we're gonna give it about 20 more minutes. Give it till we hit that hour and a half mark, and then we'll on the timer, and then we'll wrap it up. Like I said, I don't want to be out all night. Let's see, 12. If I get out here at 12:30, stop the other spot for about a half hour, push me back at the ramp about 1:32. Oh, oh, oh! Come on, take it. Don't play with it. White ghost right there got a little bump, or it could have been the bait. That is a big old. That is a big old salty on there. Yeah, that puts me loaded up about 2:30. Headed back to the house. Like I said, it's about an hour and a half. It put me home about 4 o'clock. Make me some breakfast. Get Halana up about 5:30. Get her off to work. Get get home from taking her. Get my son Trey up. Get him logged in for his online school for today, and lay on the couch, take me a nap. That'll be the plan. That'll be the plan tonight. Well, this morning, I should say. Yeah, sure outdoors. Appreciate it. Dead Sea, do I catch more flathead on cut bait or live bait? Well, it's been about a 50-50 for me. Well, I can't even say that. It's been about a third, and a third. I've called about a third of them on live, either live perch or live brim. Caught about a third on them on cut perch or cut brim, and then I've caught, well, and goldfish. Should add goldfish in there as my live bait. And then I've caught a third of them on it on, you won't believe it, but chicken breast, chunks of chicken breast. I've caught quite a few on, quite a few on chicken breast. Nothing big on chicken breast. All I want to catch on chicken breast as far as flatheads been small, typically 2 to 5 pounders if it's on chicken breast, but I've caught a handful of them. Bigger ones seem to be on live bait, at least for me. Cut bait seems to work. I caught that one I caught on the live early at the beginning of the show was on cut bait. The one I caught before the live was on a live goldfish. But now my PB, which is 25 and a half, it came on Lake Wiley and it was on a piece of cut bluegill. So you know, you can't go wrong with live bait, especially for flathead. Cut bait seems to be just as good for me. Yeah, eh, you're exactly right. Uh, Dead Sea, like this body of water, the bigger one came on live bait. The smaller one came on cut bait. Now, on one of the lakes I fish a lot, the bigger ones came on cut bait, and the smaller ones came on live bait. And then, like I said, I've caught some on chicken, a good many of them on chicken, but none of those have had any size. So, Susquehanna stand, what's going on? Chilly, 58 degrees there tonight. I think we're sitting at 68, 69, maybe low 70. I think we're in the high 60s tonight. I still got a t-shirt and shorts on. It ain't cold enough to put long breeches on just yet. But I'll definitely have me some live bait and some cut bait for this weekend, and then also I'll have me some chicken out here just to have me some chicken. And I was hoping to catch more than one on the live, but it don't look like it's gonna happen. Got about 15 more minutes. We might get one more for the live get done. We'll see. If not, it's been a good night anyway. All y'all came in and hung out with me. Oh, oh, I don't know if that was a bump or the bat. Got a bat flying around me now because these blue lights got the bugs in here. Let me do the old switcheroo. Get rid of the bugs, hopefully. Turn the old red lights back on. There we go. We'll go back with the red for the last 15 minutes. What's our water temp? Our water temp it was 82 when I got here right at dark. I think it's 80 now. I put my thermometer up. I ain't got my Garmin with me because I'm in Muskrat's no electronics thing on Saturday, so I wanted to come check the signal out here. So I made sure I left the Garmin at the house. So I got a little thermometer up in the front of the boat in my box that I pulled out and checked the water temp when I first got here. It was, I think, 82 is what it said. It's probably dropped a degree or two since the sun's gone down. Oop, I don't know if that's a fish or the bat. Go away, bat, if that's you. Get a little bump on the white one. I don't know if it's, like I said, it might be the bat flying through there. Might be a fish. Oh, Catfish Grande, what's going on, buddy? What's up, Catfish Bandit? Much better, Mark. I know. I know you like. I like the red lights too. Bugs don't bother me as much with the red light. Blue light they bother me more, but the blue light shows up better on the camera. And I think that's just because I got two more strips of red lights I need to put on the up on the rod rack, and then we'll probably be good. But we doing all right. The light's good enough. I can see the rod pretty good in the camera. Yeah, that's you're exactly right. Like I said, the bigger ones I catch on the what's that? Something bumped the boat. Let me see. No, well, I don't know. Yeah, the bigger ones I've caught on the lake have been on cut bait, and the smaller ones been on live bait. On the river, it's just opposite. The bigger one tonight it was on live bait, and the smaller one was on cut bait. Oh no, Mac! Soon as that's right, it just ended, didn't it? Oh, and that probably would have put you up to the top, wouldn't it? Probably bumped you up a couple spots, if nothing else. 20-pounder just after the month long. Come on, Fishy. About 10 minutes left. Come on, Fishy. We need one more on the live. Let's get one more Fishy on the live. Turn the big light on. Make sure I ain't got no slack lines out there. No, I ain't got no slack lines. I'd be mad too, Mac. That happened to me, I think, a couple months back when I did the month-long bank one. I caught two fish about 30 minutes after it ended, and well, I think it would have bumped me from 6 all the way up to third. I ain't done much bank fishing now since I got this boat. I've been most of my time been on the boat. Come on, fishes. Few more minutes. Let's go. Well, that's what that was. The old log bumped the front of the boat. That little bit of current bumped on the boat. The old log up at the front. It'll go on by. I hear you, Mac. Yeah, that bite will be picking up hot and heavy for y'all from the bank here soon. Then you'll be a force to reckon with. Chester Y. That's a new name I haven't heard before. Appreciate you coming in. Mark, when's the next time Mark's going live? I don't know. I know he went live Monday night. Probably safe to assume he'll go live one night this week, one more night this week or the weekend. He may go live at 5 in the morning. There you go. Early in the morning. That'd be good for me, Mark. You go live at 5 in the morning. That'll help keep me awake while I deal with the youngins in the morning. But again, I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us. 24 amazing people still in here. You know, I kind of hate to end it with that many people hanging out with me. Like I said, I got to get to the house here in a little bit so I can get the kids up, get one on to work, the other one on the computer for school. Because my lovely, wonderful wife Nina's at work tonight, so she can't do it because she won't get home till about 8:30 in the morning. So make sure I get home, get the kids taken care of, and make me some breakfast and have her some breakfast sitting in the microwave. So when she gets home, she just hits the nuke button for a minute or two, eat, and then she can go to bed. Oh, oh, come on! I seen you bumping a little bit there, White Rod. Oh, got a slack line right here. What are you doing? Oh, oh, that ain't nothing. That was a bat. Come flying by. That one ain't the on the front rod. Come on, come on, hold on. Stay there, stay there. Stay on, stay tight, stay tight. You got a fish on the front boat on the front rod. Ooh. Oh yeah. Fish on, y'all. Fish on. That's what I'm talking about. Right at the end of the live. I like it. I said I wanted one more for the live is over. I don't know what we got yet. Got the light on. Right at the boat now. Come on. What are you? Oh, we got a little splash there. What we got this time? Come on. Come on. What we got here? Popped him off right there at the edge of the water. They're netting him. Little channel cat. Little channel cat, about 3 pounds. Tore that brim head up though. Had a couple. I knew it was a bite. Didn't get to show y'all that one. Shine you on the light. Didn't get to show y'all that one. Little channel cat, about 2.5, 3 pounds. But got another fish to the boat. That tells me the fish are in here. That's a good thing. That's a good thing for this spot. Get a bump on that white rod right there. That white ghost. But plus, I don't want to stay out here too long and wear the fish out. Give them sore lips before Saturday happens, or then they won't bite. So, been at it an hour and 26 minutes. Yeah, Mark, I actually needed to be out here early this morning to check out the morning bite because that's when the tournament is. It ain't a night tournament, so when my rod's gonna be in Mac, we are finishing up testing this week. As long as the guys get back with me, they're gonna get back with me no later than Sunday with what they've done so far. You know, I've gotten a lot of feedback from them so far. Nothing at all negative on them. The only thing is these rods are, since they're so short, I didn't have hook holder eyes put on them down at the butt. That was the recommendation from a couple of them, but we've got a solution for that. I will for that. I've got my 3D printer and I've actually got a hook saver 3D piece that I may actually print myself instead of having to get that added to the design of the rod itself. Because some people said they didn't want the hook holders on it. Some people said they did, as far as my tester. So I made 3D print hook holders and just include them with every order because basically they'll just rubber band on with the 3D printed piece. And you can use them if you want them. Then you don't have to if you don't. That way it doesn't. That way I don't have to redesign the rod because that'll add a little bit of money on my end to the rods. And of course, you know, if it goes my price goes up, then I'll have to go up on the price of the rod overall. But instead of having it permanently fixed there, since some people said they didn't want it on there because being so short, like I said, I've got my 3D printer and I can I can print them for a little no money, hardly at all. I can print 10 hook holders for a matter of about 10, 12 cents. And basically they rubber band right to the rod itself. Does the same thing as a hook holder does, but that way it's removable. So the people that want it can have it, and the ones that don't won't have to put them on. So that's what we're looking at. Oh, getting a bump on the white rod again. I think that might be the bait, big old piece of bait out there. So that's what we're looking at doing that. Other than that, I've had no negative feedback from the guys at all. So if same thing happens this weekend with the positive feedback, we'll place our order on Monday and hope to have them in before Thanksgiving. But you know, things happen with manufacturers and shipping. But if all else works out, if it all works out like I'm hoping, we'll have them before Thanksgiving to be able to put them on sale. And what we'll do is we'll over the next couple of weeks you'll hear me. I'll do some videos. We'll discuss in depth the rod a little more, details about it, the makeup of it, stuff like that. And then we'll get into the pricing of what the rods are going to be priced at when they come out. Um, So all that'll be coming over the next couple weeks on videos and stuff like that. We may do a live next week or the week after. Uh, kind of go step by step with the rod from the butt to the top. Kind of show it off with a close up view. But that's the plan, Max. So we're hoping mid to late November. It's what we're hoping for. But again, it all boiled down on the manufacturing, shipping, how quickly they can get them done, how quickly they can get them to me. So, all right, Don R. So let's kind of stand. No, these are basically set up the same way as your Mad Cats, your Uncle Lou's, your big name rods, but they're shorter. They're bait caster fits on them easily. Smaller spin reel will fit on them. Again, this you got a 5 foot version and a 6 foot version of these two rods. They're slightly oversized eyes, so you could use a spinning rod on them. You just wouldn't get the casting distance out of it as you would a bait caster. But if these do really well, we may look at doing a spinning version on it mid to end of next year, maybe if these do as well as we think they are. And as far as colors, we're gonna stick with the plain white with the silver eyelets for now. I like the classic look on it, so we're gonna start that way. We may offer other colors later on, but I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. Got to get established first, and then we grow the business from there. You want your rods to be blue and white so it fits in just right? There you go, Mac. Like I said, yeah, these are just classic colors. That white with the gray eyelets. It's either white and gray or white and black is your old classic colors. So I like the classic look. So and they're just when a big fish hitting the top of the water up there. I sound like a catfish the way that tail slap was. Maybe the s'mores fixing to move through, but I need to get these reeled up before I keep catching fish so they won't be sore lip for Saturday. So we gonna wrap this up. 19 people in here. We've been at it about a little over an hour and a half. We're gonna wrap this up. Like I said, I'm gonna check one more spot on the way back to the boat ramp. But I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us tonight. So again, we enjoyed it. Appreciate everybody coming in. We're gonna end this thing, and I'm gonna get headed back down the river. Until next time, y'all, get out there, get on the water, and get the fishing. Night, y'all.